Guests reselling balloons? Impossible! Not at Shanghai Disneyland. Hello again, Internet folks. So today I would like to share with you another story of mine from Shanghai Disneyland. One evening, my wife and I decided we would like to have dinner at Disneytown. So as we were walking along deciding where we were going to eat, I noticed this gentleman holding a bunch of balloons, and he wasn't dressed as a cast member, he was just in regular street attire. And I thought to myself, man, that guy really likes balloons. Whoever is getting those balloons, whether it's his son or daughter, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, significant other, whoever gets those balloons is really lucky to get so many balloons. So we found a place to have dinner, and I didn't think any more of it. After dinner, my wife and I decided we would walk around Disneytown a bit, and so we walked towards the theater. And as we got there, I saw more and more men, just like the one I saw earlier, with all these Shanghai Disneyland balloons we sold in the park. And it soon dawned on me that the gentleman I saw before and the men I saw standing in front of me, these were not enthusiastic balloon collectors or giving the balloons away to their friends or family or loved ones. These, in fact, were balloon resellers. So what these men would do is this. The Shanghai Metro does not allow guests to bring inflated balloons on the subway trains. So before guests could enter the metro station at Shanghai Disneyland, they would have to go through security. And this is where the security guards would inform the guests that they could not bring their inflated balloons on the subway trains. So they had several options. One, they could deflate the balloon and bring the balloon on the train, but the process might damage the balloon and make it unable to be refilled again. Two, they could let the balloon go, basically making the purchase a wash. Or three, these gentlemen would approach these guests and offer to purchase the balloon from them. So given these three choices, quite a few guests took that third option and sold the balloon to these people. Many of these guests felt, hey, I can get some of my money back. I got the use out of it that I wanted for the day. I can't bring it on the subway. My kid's asleep. They won't know. I'll just tell them it deflated or something. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. So then what these gentlemen would do is once they had collected a number of balloons, they would go to the other side of Blue Sky Boulevard to Disneytown and to where the parking lot was and approach guests who were taking cars or taxis or buses home because they didn't have to deflate their balloons and sell those balloons they had just bought from the Metro guests to these guests taking other forms of transportation who didn't need to deflate the balloons, and thereby they made a profit. So for example, let's keep it real simple. Let's say a balloon in the park costs 10 renminbi. The guy buys it from the guest at the metro station for 5 and then turns around and sells it to the guest at Disneytown or the parking lot for 8 or 9. Well, he just made a profit of 3 or 4 renminbi, a buck or two less than what's in the park. So the guest feels they're getting a great value, and the guest got an official, authentic Disney souvenir. It's a win-win for everyone. I enjoy sharing these stories because it really highlights how a local culture and a business or a theme park's operation, the two can really come to a head at times. So it's really interesting to see how an Imagineer or a designer designs and imagines a place will be used versus the way the operations team and the operators operate the space versus the way the locals or the guests actually use the space. It brings up Lefebvre's idea of the triad of spaces. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I have many more stories to share, so please consider subscribing. If you enjoyed the video, please like and do all those things that people always say to do at the end of videos. So like, share, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you next time, Internet folks.